One day, your heart will beat for the very last time, not because you're ready, not because you've finished everything you wanted to do, but because every human life has an ending. We spend years planning our future, we build careers, we raise families, we chase dreams, yet almost nobody prepares for the one moment that changes everything: death. Walk through any cemetery when you'll find thousands of names, different lives, different stories, different generations, but every grave asks the very same question: what happened next? Was that the end? Or did life continue beyond the grave for thousands of years? People have searched for that answer. Philosophers, religions, and entire civilizations have all tried to explain what happens after we die, but they cannot all be right. Truth doesn't change because opinions are different. So instead of asking what people believe, let's ask what God has already revealed. Because if the Bible really is God's word, then we don't have to guess what happens after death. The answer has been there all along. But before we discover what happens after we die, we first have to understand why death exists at all. Because until we understand where death came from, we'll never understand why Jesus came. Long before there were cemeteries, there was a garden. Long before people feared death, they knew only life. The Bible tells us that when God created the world, everything was exactly as it was meant to be. There was no sickness, no suffering, no fear, no pain, and there was no death. When God formed the first man, He didn't create someone who was meant to die. He formed Adam from the dust of the earth, then breathed the breath of life into him. For the very first time, a human being opened his eyes and stood face to face down with his Creator. Imagine a world where every sunrise reminded you that God was near. A world where nothing was broken, nothing was dying, nothing was lost. This was God's original design. Life was never meant to be temporary, but every relationship is built on one thing: trust. And trust requires a choice. God gave humanity complete freedom. Only one boundary stood before them, one simple command, one decision, one choice. And that single choice would change the destiny of the entire human race. The choice seemed small. Just one tree, just one command, just one moment. Then a voice broke the silence. The serpent whispered a single lie. Did God really say? It wasn't just a question, it was an invitation to doubt the one who had given them life. For the first time, humanity looked away from God's truth and trusted another voice. Adam and Eve reached for the fruit, and in that instant, everything changed. Sin entered the world. Innocence was gone. Peace was replaced by fear. The relationship between God and humanity was broken, and with sin came death. Not only physical death, but spiritual separation from the author of life. From that day forward, every funeral, every tear, every broken heart would carry the weight of that one decision. The Apostle Paul would later write, "Sin entered the world through one man, and death through sin, and in this way death came to all people." Death was never God's design. It was the consequence of a world broken by sin. But even then, God wasn't finished, because before humanity could ever find a way back, God had already begun making one